yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an all-new episode of On My Sports. As always, it's your boy, John J. And with me, as always, is my dog, Big Money Sonny. Big Money, what's going on, broski?
What's up with it, bro? Merry Christmas. Let's go up.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy whatever it is you celebrate. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing this lovely evening? And hey, my boy Shawn Michaels at it already. My favorite Tuesday event, my boy. One of my favorite fans right there, Shawn Michaels. That's my dog right there. But man, Big Money, how was your week, bro?
Man, it was dope, bro. Can't complain at all. It was a hell of a week, actually, in the week of sports. Let's get to it.
Yeah, man, it was a hell of a week in the sports week, and we had a special night tonight in the world at NBA. So let's start there, man. Let's start with some hoops talk, and I can't think of no other topic than Ja rules, ladies and gentlemen. Ja's back. And back with a vengeance. I'm talking about my
bang,
man.
Bang.
And there you go. Bang, bang. My man came with the game winner in his first game back. 34 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Come on, man. Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Big Ja. That Big Ja energy. What did you think about that? Just his first game back, Big Money?
Oh, I loved it. It warmed my heart to see him come out there and hit the game winner because I felt all along like it was excessive. The man didn't even break a law. 25 games. It was a lot, but it's just good to see him back, man. I'm so happy for Ja. I was happy for his dad. I was happy for his daughter, the whole Morant family. You know what I'm saying? We back on. Let's go.
Yeah, man. We get a chance to see some more of those post-game dances with him and his baby girl. I'm all for that.
Gritty. Hit the gritty one time.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. The suspension. Okay, so I'm not gonna say that the suspension wasn't warranted. I do agree that it was petty. The reasoning for the suspension. It was nothing illegal that he did, but at the same time, it was a reoccurrence of an issue that he already got in trouble for. So he definitely needed to learn from his mistake. Just because, I mean, you in a different ball game. You and I may agree that it wasn't anything illegal with what he did, but he's also a role model. And let's be honest, he is a big money player. And he has to live up to a certain standard. You might not like it, but it just is what it is. That comes with the territory of the job. That's part of the job description.
That's facts.
So I hope he learned from his mistake. The NBA is better when Ja is in it, without a doubt.
No doubt.
One of the best players to lace him up. So tonight was it was a great story. The NBA scheduling, shout out to them. You could tell they playing for this. They put him up against the number 1 pick in his draft in the 26th game of the year on TNT. They knew what they were doing. They were waiting on this, and it didn't disappoint. So I was happy to see it from the kid, without a doubt. Another kid that, if anybody that knows me, and this an interesting topic. This one gonna touch some people. But anybody that knows me that knows that one of my favorite young stars in this league today is Anthony Edwards.
No doubt.
Ant-Man, one of my favorite young players in this next generation.
Me too, bro.
He got that killer instinct, that eye of the tiger, all that stuff. But man, he was in the news this week for some Zion type things, and if we give Zion the business for it, we gotta hit Ant with it. Now, one thing I will say, I am so tired of these clout chasing females, because this is a topic that we shouldn't have any idea of. We should know about this. This should not be a topic, but because it's out there, I would be doing a disservice if I didn't talk about it. So,
Mm.
what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't heard, Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards, he was forced to address a claim that he paid a Instagram model $100,000 for an abortion. Now, this Instagram model by the name of Paige Jorday, she posted screenshots on social media on X, better known as Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, however you want to say it. Still Twitter to me, just like the Sears Tower is still the Sears Tower, not the Willis bullshit. But yeah, another situation where the female took all of the text messages and posted them online for the world to see. And like I said, this is not something that we should know about. This should be a personal matter, but it got put out there, and it didn't shine my boy in the best of lights. Being that he had to spend $100,000 on an abortion, and I'm not gonna get into every message. I'll go back and post the link in the description. Shawn Michaels say WTF, and yeah, WTF. But he basically was pressuring the girl to get an abortion. And one thing I don't agree with that he said, you can't force a child into this world. That's not forcing a child into this world. You did the deed. That's what brought the child into the world. You trying to force her to take the child out of the world, and one day you'll see that child can be a blessing, but we know these females are well, not all of them, but a vast majority of them are looking at what you can do for them, and that is a meal ticket.
Yeah, see, that's where I was like, I understood what he was saying, but I also understood how the public was going to take it, and exactly how you said it was like how they took it, like, oh man, he's advocating for abortions. But I took it like you touched on a very important topic. We wasn't even supposed to know about this. This is crazy. We shouldn't even know. This is a personal conversation between two consenting adults. But with that said, we know about it. So I mean, I thought what he was trying to say was like, you're just trying to get a check. You don't really want that kid. You know what I'm saying? Here go 100 bands. I mean, it's messed up in the sense of, having an abortion, but she don't really want that baby, and she just wants some money out of it. She was probably gonna get the abortion anyway. Or maybe not. Maybe she was like, this is life-changing money right here. Like, it's crazy. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta strap it up, and like, for real. I'm not blaming her. She's not at fault. She's not at fault. Like, if you catch Beyonce slipping, you JJ, you catch Beyonce slipping one night, you gonna hit it raw too and try to get her pregnant too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, come on. So yeah, like I'm saying that to say I'm not knocking her hustle, but I understood what he was saying, like with the comment he made. But I know the public perception of it is gonna be a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Well, I am knocking a hustle a bit. And that's not giving Ant a pass, because
right.
I mean, once you realize, you could tell that he kind of has an idea of who he's dealing with by his text messages. So when you realize who you're dealing with, you need to realize how you need to respond. You know she gonna do something slick, like possibly put these messages online. So in that's on you, Ant. You got to do better. You got to strap it up, and you got to be careful what you put out there that these people can, manipulate. But I am knocking her hustle, because if you ain't really want nothing, then why the hell you post this shit? You know what I'm saying? Why do we know about this? Why is this a topic right now?
That's all I'm saying.
Not giving her a pass, because this is clout chasing in the utmost.
Man, yeah. Bro, and you know what's crazy, bro? Like, all it shows me and all it confirms for me is that this generation is cooked. So cooked.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Shout out to Shawn Michaels. He said y'all both right as fuck. Yes? Hey, thank you. Thank you, my boy. Appreciate that.
No doubt. No doubt.
But yeah, this like the main thing though is just the fellas. It's not gonna end as long as there's big money out here and some sexy models. We always gonna get this type of a mix, but we gotta do better. Just strap it up. You know, you got you a main piece at the crib, then you gotta put that hat on for everybody else. It just is what it is. Like that's rule number one.
And these brothers, man, these NBA brothers, these new brothers, they got horrible taste too. They all like these Instagram clout chasing ass.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
So yeah, we got to do better. But at the same time, hey, Ant is a kid too. But unfortunately, you in a position where you got to grow up a lot faster than the typical 21, 22-year-old. I forget exactly how old he is, but he's a kid
right.
too.
And we ain't hating, we ain't hating on Ant. We just saying put a condom on, my boy.
Yeah, learn from this lesson. You, Zion, this should be a lesson for this generation. They will put your business out there. They will get a bag up off you. And $100K for an abortion? God. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I did one. I spent about $400 on that thing. I'm just saying, like, I don't. Something ain't adding. This math ain't adding up. She got
this math ain't math.
This math ain't math.
Like, wait a minute, bro. I ain't never had one, so I don't know. But does it cost $100? That's ridiculous.
No, not. Bro, if it costs $100, it'll be a whole lot more ignorant motherfuckers running around this world. I ain't gonna.
But you see, though, to him, $100 ain't nothing. He gave her the little money for the abortion, the little $450, $500, whatever it is, and the rest was to go live your life.
Pain and suffering.
I need you to do this for me, and then you have this is your
there you go.
cherry on top.
999,009. Well, 500.
He just changed your life. He changed your life, girl.
He really did. So hopefully we learn from this lesson, fellas. We can't keep doing the same thing. They say the definition of insanity is to do the same thing and expect a different result. So literally, you're insane right now.
Right.
Moving on. A little bit more fun news. They did it. They did the thing. The LA Lakers hung the banner. Big money. They did it. They hung the IST, the end season tournament banner. They did it. It's officially up there. How do you feel about that?
All right, man. You know what? I feel a lot of ways about it. And it's like embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking embarrassing if you're a Laker fan. Because one thing, like as a diehard basketball fan, and I know you know this, what I'm about to say, and everybody that's listening to us, if you know the game, you know what I'm about to say is actual factual shit. The Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers don't hang conference championships, division championships, or in-season tournament banners. We know this, bro. We know this. I done been to Dallas Maverick games. I've been to Dallas Maverick games. I done been to a lot of like games like with those type of organizations. They all hang division banners and stuff like that. They got one chip up there, but they got other things like those up. The Lakers and the Celtics, you can't do that. That's embarrassing, bro. And you know what? I'm tired of all of this. I feel like the NBA is like, you know what? I don't even want to say that, bro. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say it because I love the game, bro, and I don't want to disrespect the game. I feel like I'm disrespecting the game by saying that. But what I don't like is all this trying to make LeBron seem like the greatest of all time, like manufacturing it. Like they're trying to manufacture this thing. Like I feel like they did that for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Like, so what that he went to 10 finals? So he lost 6. Stop it. Stop. Let me tell you something. If you know the game, LeBron James, this is way off subject, but bro, LeBron could have went to the finals against Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Dwight Howard and 𝓿𝓲𝓭𝓮 eliminated Bron.
And Jameer
And
Nelson.
Kobe gentlemen swept them.
Yep.
Like, stop, bro.
Made it light
I'm
work.
tired. I'm tired of. I feel like that whole thing was just for Bron. Like, they really posturing him and trying to like make this thing official when that old chasing Michael Jordan thing was over a long time ago, bro. Like, you can't catch him. You can't. Nothing. You can't do anything to surpass him. I'm sorry. All the Laker fans watching, all the Bron stands watching. I'm sorry. This isn't hating. This is facts. Stop. I feel like they did that strictly for LeBron. That is so lame to me. Like, my God, that's the Lakers, the great Laker. You disrespected. Jerry Buss is rolling over in his grave. Kobe Bryant is side-eyeing everybody right now if he's looking like. You got to be kidding me. Are we this what we doing? Come on, man. It's the purple and gold, baby. You play for championships or nothing, not in season tournament. Ice Cube, where you at? Ice Cube, tap in. I bet him
Snoop quiet
Snoop
right
Dogg tap in.
They quiet right
Snoop
now.
and them will tell you, bro. Real live Laker fans. Magic Johnson will tell you. Man, James Worthy will tell you what I'm saying is gospel, bro. They don't do that. You don't do that if you're a Laker. The Celtics would never do that. If the Boston Celtics won the in-season tournament, they're not hanging that. They're not hanging that up there. That's disrespect, bro. Straight up.
Yeah. Facts.
Horrible.
100% right. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. That was if that was the definition of doing too much.
They doing too much, bro. That's ridiculous. And for everybody out there who thinks I'm hating, and you saying that LeBron got his 5th championship, kill yourself.
Let me put the disclaimer in right now real quick. We don't condone any type of violence to oneself or another. Let me just say that. But I get the message that you're putting out there.
Don't do that. I'm sorry, kids. I'm so sorry to all the kids watching.
That's definitely doing a little bit too much.
Yeah, they wilding, bro. They wilding.
Now, speaking of the Lakers and some Laker greats, man, and this is, venturing off into another sport of baseball, but it's NBA related, so stick with me. But
no doubt.
Man, that man Kobe Bryant, man, is still helping the city of LA from beyond. I don't know if y'all noticed, if y'all seen the report that came out this week about the Shohei Ohtani deal with the LA Dodgers, but they used a 2017 video from Kobe recruiting Shohei back then to get him to come to LA. That's pretty dope. That's like a cheat code. They already had a pre-recorded message from Kobe. So Kobe brought Shohei to the Dodgers from beyond the grave. That's pretty freaking dope.
That was amazing, bro. Like that was everything. I would have went there too, bro. Let me tell you something.
Hot fire, my man Shawn Michaels. Thank you.
Yeah, if I was Shohei Ohtani, if that was me in that position, and I'm a Yankee fan and I'm diehard Yankee fan, I played for the Yankees and I was a free agent, and then what happened to Kobe happened, and then they bring that out and they show me how he's recruiting me to the Lakers. I mean to the Dodgers. I'm gone.
Yeah,
I'm gone, bro.
I can't say nothing bad about that. I can't complain. Being a Cubs fan, I wanted Shohei, but it's like I don't know how anybody could have said no to that.
No, I'm out there. Trees, sandy beaches. I'm out there, and then my response would be, they would be like, "Well, you left home. You left home to go out west." Well, the Dodgers used to be the Brooklyn Dodgers. Mic drop.
Let's see what you did there.
Who's with me? Nah, for real.
So, and moving along, shout out to 𝐿𝓲𝓭𝓮 Cunningham. He had a great night the other day. 43. He had a career high, but the Detroit Pistons still suffered their 24th straight loss. Big money. you and I both fans of Monty Williams. We like the deal when he
Money.
signed there in the offseason. But man, 70 million and 24 straight losses. You think Detroit is second guessing that money? Was that not money well spent?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I can't believe we're here, bro. I had such high hopes for them. But being a Detroit Piston lifelong hater, I'm kind of glad that they're losing, but not on this level, man. I didn't want it to go like this. Like for real, bro. That's sad.
Yeah. I'm in
Megan,
no
bro, I
way.
think everything. I was gonna ask you the same thing. Do you think that this is a one and done because it's that bad, or are they gonna say, you know what, these kids just need to figure it out? We're gonna be patient. I'm scared for Monty, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like shaky about
Well,
it.
I think just the enormity of that contract automatically buys him a year or two. They spent
It's guaranteed, right?
$70 million. They not finna just cut him and keep paying that and have to go pay somebody else. So just by the fact
Couldn't
of
buy
how
that.
big that contract is, he automatically gonna get a year or two, in my opinion. But it is looking like bad money. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard, and I'm a fan of Monty Williams, but they kind of
Yeah.
regressed.
Yeah.
They kind of regressed. The young talent ain't talenting. Cade Cunningham as good as his potential is, he is nowhere near lived up to it. He was supposed to be baby Luka. And he probably missed as many games as Zion. While we talk about Zion so much, this is
Nah, for
another
real.
number
And
one pick that's hardly ever out there.
he's
Um,
never there. Right. Man, that's
yeah, so
crazy.
I mean, they got so much young talent. It's insane that they can't pull it together. But and maybe it's just the culture from the top. Maybe everything's got to change. They got to bring in somebody from a winning organization. I don't know, but something ain't right over there. They got a whole lot of talent, but it's not translating into wins.
And it's crazy because I was thinking like Phoenix might have messed up getting rid of Monty, but now I'm watching him over there with the young Bulls, and I'm like, damn, maybe they saw something we didn't see. But I don't want to think that about Monty. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like that.
I
I'm
mean,
not
it,
even
it,
gonna
it's
lie.
hurt. We hate to see it. We want to see our brothers do well, but we got to call a spade when we see it. And right now, Monty is just an average coach.
Facts.
It's appearing to the Phoenix career, um, and now the Detroit Pistons. It looks like he's just average. Shout out to him
And
for
you
getting the
remember
bag though.
so good with the early New Orleans, Chris Paul and all of that. He was so good. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, is it time that maybe we need to attribute that to Chris Paul and not Monty? Chris,
Right.
look what happened when Chris Paul went to Phoenix. They immediately leveled up.
Yeah.
So maybe he needs that respect. But
That's facts, bro.
say shout out to Monty. He still got that bag. Whether he put the mask on and robbed them, however you see it, he still got that bag. So I'm happy for him. But it's not working out.
No
Um,
doubt.
and since you mentioned the Phoenix Suns, speaking of them, Bradley Beal came back for a second and moving right along. Uh, he got hurt, ankle injury. He gonna be out another couple weeks. He gonna be reevaluated
Bro, I'm
again in
watching that
January.
game, but I'm so amped up. Like, oh, pull it. He hit the three, came down on somebody's ankle, and then that was it. I was like,
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad, but I'm not surprised. I hate to say it, but
I
I
am, but
mentioned all of
it's
this.
starting to look like Brooklyn West. This is Brooklyn West.
I said this was gonna happen. I said that him and Book was gonna miss a lot of games, and eventually KD was going. It was gonna hit KD for having to shoulder the load for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him for lasting so long. But
No doubt.
yeah, I'm not surprised. It is what it is. I kind of called this one. Unfortunately, that's not one that I wanted to be right on, but
Mm.
it is what it is. Speaking on something else, I was right on, and I'm happy to be right on. I'm gonna get a second to gloat for a second. Um, Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is somebody that the trade rumors have been going crazy about this season. Um, but you heard it here first. A mention of the Sacramento Kings as a potential landing spot for Zach LaVine. And now all of a sudden we're hearing the Lakers and Kings are monitoring the Bulls situation. Um, the Kings are now a possible destination for Zach LaVine. But I got to pat both of us on the back because this is the show where we first heard it. Nobody was talking about it before we mentioned it. So, shout out to us on that one. But what do you think about the
No,
possibility
bro,
of him going up?
you called that, and when you said it, I remember I asked the question: where does he go and have an immediate impact and elevate them in a championship hunt? And you said Sacramento, and I was like, when you said it, then I was like, damn, I was so sure there wasn't one. I was like, damn, that's perfect. That is perfect. What did they give? What would they have to give up?
That's tough because earlier in the season I had mentioned like a Malik Monk and Keegan Murray, but Keegan Murray just dropped all that fire the other night. Ain't no way in hell they getting rid of him. I'm sure.
Why would they let Malik Monk go? He goes so good with Fox.
He
It's
do,
crazy.
but I mean, he go if Zach went, he'd eat up a lot of the minutes.
Yeah, no doubt. But
Play
Malik
the
come
same
off the bench.
position. Yeah, he come out.
He's
Um, who is they starting guard outside of Fox? I thought it was. I thought it was.
amongst the starter. I thought
I
he was
thought
a
it
six
was.
man.
He was at one point. But I thought he was starting now. I got to go look at that. But regardless of the fact, I think Zach LaVine combined with Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox could be something real special. Um, and the way that the Bulls are playing right now without him, I hate to say it, but it seems like the writing is on the wall. It's time to make a move because Kobe White is turning into a player, a
Kobe
serious
is
player.
Kobe is balling, bro. He's becoming what we thought he was always gonna become, bro. That's
Facts.
crazy. Yeah, like Zach, man. I hate to say it, but it's time to move on from Zach. Yeah. Damn,
Yeah,
that's gonna be fire, Sacramento.
he might have played his last game as a Bull, so we'll see. That trade deadline is quickly approaching. It's about a month and a half away, a little bit less than about a month and a half away.
What do you think? Like, what do you think? Like, does he end up with the Lakers on some clutch insider trading type thing, or does he go to Sacramento? But what's your heart say?
Um,
Because that's out there. I keep hearing that clutch thing wants to get him to LA type
it is
thing.
out there. But what you call it? Rich Paul did come out and say that yeah, LA is an option, but he's not pushing for any one place in particular. He's trying to all the options on the table. Um, I
I
personally
think
just
Rich
don't.
Paul be lying though. He be lying a
It's
lot.
possible. He's great at his job. He's the best at what he does. Um,
He's the
I
Obama
just
of the eight.
I just don't like anything that the Lakers have to give. I do
Me
like
neither.
I like Reeves a little bit, but he's not a
Nah.
strong enough player to get in return for Zach, in my opinion. If I had to go out on a limb right now, I'd say it would be between Sacramento and Philly. I think those are
Ooh.
two potential teams that has assets to give. Um, and don't sleep on potentially Miami when Tyler Hero comes back.
Mm.
Yeah, those are the three
That,
teams that I say probably could.
that with Bam and Jimmy.
Yeah,
Mm.
and Miami they missed they swung big this offseason. They wanted Bill, they wanted Lillard. They missed on both of them, so they
It's on
still
both.
big name hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And the Knicks, I would say don't sleep on the Knicks either. Not really overly a big fan of theirs, but they pull off a deal and compare Zach with Jalen Brunson, that might be something. Um, and
I don't think.
in return, I don't know who we would get. I would have liked Obi Toppin, but he's already gone.
Yeah.
Quickly is a nice young guard that it could
I'll
come
take
in.
Quickly. Yeah, I'll take Quickly.
You might be forced, although I'm not a big fan, but you might be forced to take R.J. Barrett because of the
I'll
contract.
take RJ Barrett,
But
bro. Yeah.
Quickly and Barrett,
Quickly and
that might
Barrett,
be the
bro.
move.
Let's go.
That might be a move.
Quickly, Barrett, Kobe, DeRozan. Oh yeah, bro. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a potential. It's a few potential moves out there for him. But the way the Bulls are playing right now, I think you got to make the move. You got to make the move. And in my opinion, if there's a move out there to get in to bring a big man back to Chicago, I think that's what we need most.
Right. That's why that Knicks thing is intriguing because they got two. They got Mitchell Robinson and what's the kid's name? The white kid.
Hartenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take either one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you on that. So
Yeah.
that's a situation definitely worth monitoring, keeping an eye out on that. But moving along, man, Draymond Green. Draymond. He's out again. It's gonna be at least a few weeks this time, at least 3 weeks, and he's already had to start counseling to get back. Do you think the suspension was fair? And do you think counseling will work for Draymond, Big Money?
Bro, anybody who's ever been to Michigan and they know about Saginaw, they call Saginaw, Michigan, Sag Nasty. There's no counseling. There's no counseling for that. They're all like that. Bro,
That's true.
in my AAU circuit days from back home, we went through there. And I'm telling you, there was squads in Michigan, Detroit, Battle Creek, Saginaw,
Don't forget
Lansing,
Flint.
California.
Them Flintstones.
Them Flint boys, Bent Harbor, every team they starting five was all Draymond's. That's why I'm saying that to say that. Like, nah, bro, there ain't no changing that. What he need to do is just chill. And he got to remember, like, this is 2023. This is 1983, bro. Chill out, bro. Because like what he's doing, what I fear the most for him is like not on court. It's the off court. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like so big off court, and people was like a couple years ago, people was like, "Oh, he's the next Charles Barkley." You know what I'm saying? As far as like the media side of it, because he's really good at it, and I feel like he gonna turn them folks off, and they gonna be like, So I need Draymond to chill. Like you can still be fiery and edgy, but all that extra stuff, like man, come on, chill out.
Yeah.
Like he don't need
And
therapy. We went through this a couple years ago where he was kicking people in the nuts. You remember that?
Absolutely.
They had to sit down, talk to him. But like, bro,
I feel
chill,
like you said something right there, and it kind of shows how hypocritical the NBA can be at certain points.
Right.
This has been Draymond's history. He's always had issues like that. Like you said, kicking people in the nuts, choking Rudy Gobert, all this crazy stuff he's been doing.
Right.
But he's still on TNT at the end of the day. He still got the endorsements at the end of the day. But let Ja with pictures of legal guns or Kyrie advertising a Friends movie about the Jews, they lose damn near everything.
Right.
Draymond is physically hurting people, literally. I mean, he physically is attacking people, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's just Draymond."
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
I don't see how that's fair in any shape or form.
Yeah.
But I digress. But man, let's get on to the real business at hand, man. This is it's Christmas week. And we know the NBA is synonymous with the Christmas Day games, and we got a lot of them this year. Big Money. We got some let me just look real quick at this year's NBA Christmas matchups. We got the Knicks, the Bucks at the Knicks. Then we got the Warriors at the Nuggets, the Celtics at the Lakers, the 76ers at the Miami Heat, and then the nightcap of the Dallas Mavs at the Suns.
Fire.
Absolute fire. Now, I will say, what happened to finals rematches? I miss having finals rematches on Christmas Day.
Me too. That's facts. Man,
but facts. This is a strong lineup. It's a strong schedule. That Bucks Knicks, that's gonna be fire to kick it off. And then that ending with the Mavs and the Suns. Both are gonna be potential first round matchups, potential playoff matchups, in all honesty. So they gonna definitely be some good. Shawn Michaels say spitting, bro. My dog. But what do you think about these games? You got a favorite one that you're looking forward to?
All of them, bro. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I love the holidays. The NBA always delivers. I'm excited about the NBA slate and the NFL slate for Christmas Day. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, well, you said it, though. We'll definitely get to that later, but we definitely going to have an NBA NFL battle for Christmas this year. I tell you what, though, and that's the biggest tradition to me. I love NBA Christmas.
Yeah, me too, fam.
I miss the uniforms, man. Bring back the Christmas uniforms.
Yeah, see, that was Adidas doing that. Nike, they're so Nike.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? So Nike, they like, oh, we do it big. Bro, you have to have a Christmas. You have to have a Christmas union, Nike.
Yeah, pay attention. It's got to be set apart from the rest. It's got to look different. Like, you could bring the in-season courts back for all I care, but do something. The Christmas Day games, it has to look different than the traditional games. It's got to be something special about it. The Christmas games is just it's historical, man.
Hell yeah.
And just speaking on the history of the Christmas Day games, you got a favorite moment just throughout the history of these Christmas Day games?
I do, bro. Yes, I do. Everything you just said, bro, it has to be special. It has to be different. And right off the top, the jerseys came to mind when you said it. I was like, whoa, I had a quick flashback. Bro, let's rewind back to the 2016-2017 glorious NBA season. That year, the Cavs were coming off the biggest comeback in NBA history, 3-1.
Yes.
And what did Golden State do? KD is what they did. And they trotted the Hamptons 5 out there against Bron and Kyrie with the blue, the royal blue, with the gold cursive warrior going across. They had the wine. The Cavs had the burgundy wine with the gold cursive cavalier going across the chest. And they put on a classic 109, 108. I'll never forget it. The greatest Christmas game ever. They was down 16 points going into the fourth quarter. Bron and Kyrie went ham. Kyrie hit the game winner over Clay and mugged them down. I swear that was the greatest Christmas Day game in the history of the league. Do you remember this, sir?
Absolutely. Man,
that was my favorite.
That was special. That was a good one. Especially
hard,
the Kyrie meme mug.
Yeah. Hey, and it's hard. And I know that's crazy. That sounds crazy, me saying that it's the greatest, because I remember that Shaq and Kobe on Christmas when Shaq went to Miami.
That's mine. Wait.
Oh, my bad.
That's mine. Yeah. So let's jump into that right now, since you kind of spilled the beans on that one. But yeah, let's take it to 2004, back a little bit further. Miami versus the Lakers, the first matchup of Shaq versus Kobe. That's one of my all-time favorites right there. And Shaq and D Wade and them won in overtime, 104-102. That was a fire one though.
It was fire. Kobe could have won it with the 3. He missed the 3 and he went into overtime. Remember that?
Yeah.
Bro. And D Wade elbowed 42. Kobe. Remember D Wade elbowed Kobe in the nose? He had a bloody nose. That was classic. That was number 1 until that 2016, in my opinion. Man.
Facts. And I just got to throw out an honorable mention. It's not one of the big time games, but just in Chicago history, because it's one of my favorite players, probably one of my favorite players of all time, just because hometown. But what year was that? 2011? Yeah, 2011. After the NBA went on strike, the season started late. Remember, the Christmas days was the Christmas games was the beginning of the season, and the Bulls.
It's what if ever is that? What if he didn't ever get hurt? What happens, bro? Damn.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, just historically, man, Christmas has had some really big games. So yeah, we kind of lately are starting to fade away from the exclusivity that the Christmas Day games bring. We got to get that back, man. Kobe versus, right. I mean, Luka versus LeBron, or this would have been a good one for Chet and Wemby. A Boston, Milwaukee. Like, these are the type of games we need to see Christmas Day. I like the schedule.
Hey, I felt like that night, the end of night with Phoenix, Devin Booker against Luka. They don't like each other.
That's a fire.
Yeah, they did right. Yeah.
The Knicks and the Bucks is gonna be a good one. That's definitely gonna be a good one. Dame and Brunson. Yeah, that's gonna be fire. So
give me Lakers Heat. They should have gave me Lakers Heat. They hate LeBron. Yeah. Something, you know what I'm saying? Give me some shit like that.
And Lakers and Celtics, that should be a good one too.
Give me Denver against the Lakers on Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But again,
this
is a strong schedule. The Sixers and the Heat, that should be a fire grudge match.
No doubt.
So yeah, a lot to look forward to this holiday season. Ladies and gentlemen, get in those comments and let us know y'all favorite. I'll be curious to see y'all favorite Christmas Day games. So yeah, and then you previously mentioned. So I think that's a good segue to go over and talk about the world of the NFL. And they got some games, some real fire coming up this Christmas. This year, man. This year, the Christmas Day is gonna be a problem. And give me a second. I'm pulling up the NFL schedule for that day.
I already know
it. We have. Well, I know that end game. I know that the last game of the night is gonna win all the ratings wars. I'm sure, but we got three strong ones.
That Chiefs Raiders game. Woo.
Yeah, we got three strong ones: Chiefs, Raiders, Eagles, and Giants. Eagles looking to make a bounce back, and Ravens and 49ers. And just real quick, my man Shawn Michaels is with you on that. He say Golden State and the Cavs easily his favorite one. Definitely, that was definitely a fire game. Probably the best one of all time. Yeah. But for me, I still got to put Kobe versus Shaq in there because that was the first one. But that Golden State Cavs, that was the best game. Like,
it was, bro.
Absolutely. But yeah, between the NFL and the NBA this year, who you think gonna win that ratings war?
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. It's probably gonna be the NFL.
Yeah, it's usually the NFL, but Christmas is always the NBA's day, and the NFL is Thanksgiving. But they hijacking it this year.
They both, hey,
they hijacking
it. Devoted, bro. They devoted Monday night, San Fran against Baltimore. Oh my God!
Number one versus number one. Let's go.
For Christmas, they gave us a gift, bro. This might be a Super Bowl preview. Yeah, they called the NFL. Hey, the NFL was like, I know. Look, I know I ain't supposed to be doing this. Water the wine.
Let's go ahead and get the people what they want. For real, you said it. Water the wine, perfect.
I'm gonna give you in the afternoon, high noon. I'm gonna give you the greatest you've ever seen, Pat Mahomes with the jankiest you've ever seen, Kadarius Toney, guaranteed to mess up something. And then in the evening nightcap, I'm gonna give you San Fran, and I'm gonna give you Lamar Jackson. Oh my God, I'm gonna give you Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson, the top two for the MVP, in my opinion. That's a whole other conversation for a whole other time.
Okay. I was gonna get into that conversation later because I want to talk about this past week 15, but since you brought it up, let's get into that conversation. Let's talk MVP.
Okay.
Since you mentioned Brock and Lamar, you want to come with your list first? I know I usually do mine first, but since you mentioned a couple names, go ahead and take it.
Yeah, let's do it. So mine is different. I've switched it up this week.
Fluid.
Coming in at number 5 this week, I got Tyreek Hill. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You was right about Tyreek. You know what I'm saying? I saw in his absence, like, what he was really worth to that Miami team. Like, even though they beat the Jets 30-0, if he would have been out there, they could have dropped the 50 bomb, like, easy.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey moves up to number 4. He's everything for the team. Like, it all goes with him. He's the engine. And then at 3, I got the great Pat Mahomes. He's out there solo dolo and it. I don't know. It's crazy. And at number 2, I got Lamar Jackson holding it down. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always pretty. It's gritty and grimy sometimes. They come from the AFC North division, but he's playing at the MVP level. And then at number 1, it's old Brock, Mr. Irrelevant. He is wheeling and dealing. He's out there styling and profiling. Matter of fact, right now, he's Ric Flairing. He's Ric Flair.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy he went home, bro. He went to Arizona and had a Brock party. It was a block party, but they had the thing out there, Brock party. You know what I'm saying? Ric Flair, bro. He's on his Ric Flair right now. He's looking at everybody in the NFL world, the media, and everybody saying what he is and what he ain't, and he can't do this and he can't do that. And he's looking at them saying, I dropped more money on the floor in Vegas than you'd have made in your life. You know who you talking to? You talking to the limousine driver, the Rolex wearing. He going Ric Flair. He going Ric Flair on these boys right now, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. I'm trying to be humble and get these wins as a great Niner fan, but he's making it hard, bro. Like, wow. Like, look, Aaron Rodgers said it. Pat Mahomes, him, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. They make these 4 throws each game where only these motherfuckers can do it because they at this certain level and everybody else ain't. Brock Purdy is doing that, bro. I'm telling you, if you turn on the tape and you watch this dude, he is putting the ball and he's making these 4 plays a game where he's making the type of plays that Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, he's making those type of plays and they ain't giving him his respect. And it's okay because I don't care if he really wins that MVP. I want the Super Bowl MVP. So keep hating. Keep hating, everybody. But that's my list. Brock Purdy, number 1. Brock Purdy, Lamar Jackson, Pat, CMC, Tyreek, rounding it out.
I like it. It's definitely a solid list, though. I got no complaints. Okay. So mine. I'm going to go at number 5. I got Pat. Pat is back on the list.
Okay.
Strong performance. With nothing around. Shawn Michaels say cold-blooded. He like your list. But yeah, Pat
thugging it out, man. Pat thugging.
Exactly. Thugging it out. Everybody dropping anything. I can't put him up at the top because statistically he's probably having one of his worst seasons, but worst season for him is somebody else's best. Is 80%, 90% of the league's best. So he made his way back on the list for me. At number 4, another guy that made his way back on the list, my man Lamar. Lamar is back on the list. Strong wins, strong performances, number 1 in the AFC. Yes, Lamar officially back on the list. At number 3, and this one is tough because Last week I had Tyreek in this spot, and the reason why I switched it, um, because in my opinion, with Tyreek being the wide receiver, for him to be on this, for him to make MVP, he needs 2,000 yards, and missing this game along with the couple quarters that he sat out the last game, it doesn't look like he's going to end up with 2,000 yards. So even though he's the best player, I don't think the resume will be strong enough to get the MVP this season. And because this past week, the efficiency was still there, even though it wasn't as big play yardage. But he was like, what, 21 or 24? I got to put Tua back on at number 3.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, he was efficient, and he dialed it up, and he had Jalen Waddle looking like Tyreek. At number 2, your boy again, Brock Purdy. And the reason why I got him at number 2, and this one is a tough one, I ain't gonna lie, because I kept going back and forth between the 1 and the 2. But the reason why I got him at number 2 is just because during that 3-game skid, you saw how much he needed those top dogs. With number 1, number one, in my opinion, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is do it all. He is a big reason why Brock is flying high. Now I'm not taking nothing away from Brock. Number 2 in my MVP list is very, very strong. I got him over Lamar, Pack, Tua, all of them. Dak off the list.
Bro.
That's still big love, but CMC is doing absolutely everything. Everything. So, that's my list. Christian McCaffrey.
Now, you know what, bro? I was about to be like, what the hell? But then when you said CMC, I was like, you know what? Brock, they asked Brock who the MVP was. He said Christian McCaffrey.
It can go either way. It legit go either way. And I feel like they're going to steal each other's votes, which might hurt both of them in the long run, honestly.
See, look, I agree with what you were saying about him, but I don't agree about the 3-game losing streak because, like, everybody got knocked out of the Cleveland game. Debo and Christian and Trent. But he went down the field and got us to the 20-yard line. That kicker just missed the kick. That ain't on, Brock. The Minnesota game, he had a concussion. He was playing with a concussion. He said he was seeing doubles. All right, he get a pass for that. The one he don't get a pass for is the Cincinnati game. He was bad in that game, bro. That was horrendous. This worst game of the season. So I'll be looking at, when I be hearing people say that about him, I'll be like, I don't know, because I watched it. I saw it through a different scope. That Cleveland game wasn't on him. Minnesota game, he was concussed, lied about it. They fined him over it.
I think he a legit top 2 candidate, without a doubt, in my opinion. But I think CMC is gonna have over 2,000 all purpose.
Bro, I don't understand that criticism. Like everybody being there. Like, bro, they didn't say that shit about Joe Montana. You know what I'm saying? Joe Montana playing with fucking Jerry Rice and Roger Craig and John Taylor and every fucking body. Greg, what was his name? Dwight Clark. Didn't nobody say that about Joe Montana. Like, oh shit, like, hey, he got all this around him. I don't want to hear that shit. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to hear that. They wasn't saying that when Pat Mahomes had every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't saying, well, he got Tyreek and he got Travis and he got fucking Sammy Watkins. They wasn't saying that.
But I feel like what you kind of failing to realize is we're using this argument for him and another teammate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He already won the argument against everybody else in the league.
I feel that.
This is just a battle between him and his own teammate. And Christian McCaffrey gonna go for over 2,000 yards. Christian McCaffrey got 7 touchdowns this season against one team.
Yeah, hell yeah. And he got 20, bro. He got 20 touchdowns total. Did you know that? He got 20 fucking touchdowns. That's
receiving
crazy.
And rushing combined.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, nah. Hey, bro. Yeah, nah. So I can't even
I think he's been absolutely dominant all season. So yeah, but hey, they got the top two candidates in my opinion, without a doubt, unquestionable.
Easy. I don't know why Kyle's not getting no love for Coach of the Year. I feel like Kyle was Coach of the Year last year,
He
and he didn't get love. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. He absolutely should get some love in that regard.
We started 3-5, and then we finished the season.
Him and Harbaugh.
Yeah, like we finished the season we didn't lose until the NFC Championship. From week 8 to the NFC Championship. Like, how is he not the Coach of the Year? That's crazy. But I'm biased. What do I know? For real.
And just and some other NFL news, another former Pro Bowl linebacker has just hit the waiver wire. The Panthers releasing 4-time Pro Bowler Justin Houston. He's gonna get a chance to jump in with a contender. Who you think could use his services right about now?
Dallas, because they just got ran on for 200.
They missed out on Shaq Leonard. That's exactly who I was thinking too.
Dallas needs him. They need anybody in the middle because they got exposed. And you know what's crazy? Like, bro, you know what? I don't even want to start talking about the Cowboys because that's not even the subject. But yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, they man, I feel like San Fran gave everybody in the NFL the blueprint on how to beat the Cowboys and the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, defensively, they gave you the blueprint of how to take shit away from Jalen and make him one-dimensional. And that's why they lost 3 straight. I don't know if you've been tapped into it, but they took away his quick read, his first look, and make him go to his second and third. He's not good at that. All last year, that first target was there. Early in the season, when they was on that tear, A.J. Brown was going 125, 121, 125. He was the first read. You take that away, and you see what he really is. And what's the kid's name I'm thinking about, bro?
For who? For Philly?
Micah Parsons.
Okay.
See, look, what San Fran did to them, that's what San Fran did to Philly. And that's been the blueprint. That's how you beat Philly. So what they did to Dallas was they left Micah Parsons unblocked. Left him unblocked and ran right at him. But misdirection. You know what I'm saying? And make him chase and make him pursue. And that's how you do it. And that's exactly what Buffalo did. Buffalo looked at them and was like, you know what? We run it to the left, this way, and did it all fucking day. Josh Allen had 94 yards passing because that's all he had to do. And that was the blueprint. They didn't even block Micah Parsons. And then he got on his pod and was crying about, oh, well, everybody just wants to see us fail. Bro, you were unblocked all day and you run a 4.3 40. I saw you beat Nick Chubb and Justin Fields in a 40-yard dash, and you can't run to the left and stop the run. That's you, bro. Stop crying. Bro, you know what? I'm so sick of these new niggas, bro. You just as cold as Lawrence Taylor, but you ain't got that dog care about what everybody say about you. Like, so it's cool when everybody say you should have been Defensive Player of the Year. You're the rookie Defensive Player of the Year. It's cool then, but when they telling you can't tackle and you can't stop the run, it's a problem. Man, shut up, sick of dude. Yeah, that's why I ain't scared of the Dallas Cowboys. I ain't scared of Philadelphia. I ain't scared of none of these dudes, bro. It's whatever. I can't wait. If we whole and we right, it's easy money. We coming out of there easy. Easy. I'm calling it right now. I've been trying to be humble, but these dudes make me sick, bro. Shut up. You just got punched in the mouth. You, Micah Parsons, they looked at you and was like, this was San Fran did. This thing's pussy. I smell pussy. You pussy, bro. Y'all all pussy. Dallas Cowboys is pussy. Straight up. Philadelphia Eagles, pussy. Straight up. And I feel like San Fran gave everybody the blueprint. If you play them, this is what you do to them. But see, look, that's Philly. But see, Dallas is crazy because that's how you do them on the road. You know what I'm saying? San Fran could do them like that in Dallas. But in Dallas, they get on that turf and they fast on that turf. It's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here we go. He can do all that. You know what I'm saying? At home, they quiet and all that. Only one team could go in there and beat them. That's the Niners. You know what I'm saying? The Niners go in there and shut all that down. But anybody else, they'll catch them at the crib and dog them. Dallas, they can beat the good teams, but they got to catch them at the crib. Away from the crib, they completely different. Mike McCarthy reverts back to the old Mike McCarthy. Dak looks like the Dak we know and love. The accident waiting to happen. That's my favorite Dak. The accident waiting to happen. I don't like MVP Dak because I don't know him. I don't know this guy. I don't know MVP Dak. Bro, a couple weeks ago, Dak was in the MVP race, and I was like, who the hell is this dude? I don't know him. I know that Dak. The Dak that showed up in Buffalo, I know him well. I know him.
Okay,
that's the Dak I know.
So you mentioned Philly there. Let's talk about them for a second because they just laid an egg against Seattle Seahawks in a game that they should have dominated.
Bro, that's so embarrassing. I was embarrassed for it.
And
I was embarrassed for them, bro.
And Jalen Hurts had some interesting comments in the post game. And he said that he felt that his Eagles were not committed enough after that loss. And I thought that was real funny, seeing as though you had back-to-back interceptions on back-to-back drives that cost the game. And you the main one talking about they not committed enough. If I was a teammate, I kind of would feel some type of way about that. I mean, you had back-to-back opportunities and you gave this game away. I mean, remember the beginning of the season when I didn't have Jalen in my MVP because of how prone he was to turning the ball over. And here we see where it just cost them the game. Sean Michael say y'all killing this shit for real. Appreciate that, broski. But what did you think about those comments from Mr. Hurts?
Bro, I was completely taken aback by everything he said. They even asked him to clarify a question, and he was like, I don't have a dictionary. I was like, wait, what? I was like, man, say, what's going on? What the hell's going on? Who is this guy? Bro, it's like last year, he had that great year. And I was like, damn, he was with Tom Brady in the whole offseason working on things. Tom was watching tape with him, showing him what he was doing wrong. He had a great year last year. Maybe he should have been MVP last year if he didn't get hurt. But this year, he looks like, I hate to say this, he looks like Alabama Jalen Hurts. They got benched for 2. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I was so taken aback by that post-game conference. I was like, damn, who the hell is this? This ain't Jalen. This is Jalen Hurts. This is the Alabama Jalen Hurts that got benched for 2. I was like, oh, damn. Like, yeah, bro, like, the Giants is perfect. Bro, this is the perfect game to bounce back against the Giants, drop 38 on them, get up out of there, 38-3. You know what I'm saying? Get your confidence back.
Because they definitely.
Hey, bro, I seen they remaining schedule is so cupcake. It's the Giants, Commanders, Giants. They'll be straight getting back into the playoffs. They'll be rolling. Watch.
Commanders give them hell too.
Yeah, they do. They had them. Remember, they almost had them early in the year. Yeah, but they should get on a winning streak and roll into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Dallas got. I was looking at it. Dallas got Miami, Detroit, and Washington. So Dallas still got a couple tough more games. Two, maybe 2. I don't know. Detroit so Jekyll and Hyde these days. I don't know. And to me, like, they're a good team. They don't match up well with Dallas. You got to be able to rush the passer against the Cowboys because if Dak get that time, he's gonna pick you apart. And they can only rush Aiden Hutchinson. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's their weakness to me. But they could score. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I think Dallas beats them. I don't know about Miami. That's a toss up. Where's that game at? Is that in Florida or is that here?
I want to say that's in Miami.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it. It is okay. So maybe they lose that game because they weird on the road.
Where's the Detroit game at?
Dallas.
Okay, yeah,
They gonna win that one. That's what I'm saying. They'll win that one. Close. Kind of be like that. It'll be like that Seattle game on Thanksgiving. Was that Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it'll be like that. 35-38. Score like that. Dallas will get up out of there.
No, Seattle was a Thursday prime game for Dallas.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
That was a prime game.
Right. You're right. But anyway, yeah, it'll be that type of game. I think Dallas wins that game. They might lose the Miami game, but Philly should win their last three. So the division's up for grabs. I don't know who's winning the division, but it don't matter. They both going home.
Yeah, I think Philly will end up winning the division just because of the schedule, the remaining schedule. Between Miami and Detroit, one of those games, Dallas gonna take a L.
Yeah,
I think, and that's gonna.
They could,
but they need it. They need it the most though, because they need their home field more so than Philly does.
They do, bro. Philly could go anywhere and beat you. That's facts. They could when they got their heads together and they got their minds right, they could beat you. But they having problems with that defense and
running the ball. They gotta get back to running that ball too.
Yeah, and as it turns out, Debo was not lying. They are suspect back there in the secondary. My goodness.
Absolutely.
Like Drew Lock looked like he was Hall of Famer last night.
Absolutely. That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah. He made those two throws, bro. I was like, wow. They gave that up. That's crazy.
Facts. So, and just moving on, one thing we missed last week, but we all saw it coming. We've been talking about it for weeks. The writing had been on the wall, but the Chargers got rid of their head coach, Brandon Staley, out the door, along with the coordinators. All of a sudden, it's some jobs already. With what 3 weeks left still. The Chargers has an opening. The Carolina Panthers open. The Raiders opening.
Yeah. And you remember Schefter, your boy Schefter said it was gonna be 7.
I can see it. 7 to 8. The Commanders, they already let go of their defensive coordinator. We expecting the head coach to be gone. The Steelers, their offensive coordinators open. The Bills' offensive coordinators open. The Raiders, both their coordinator spots is open. What is the cause for these coaching jobs, man? Is it the offensive talent? Is it the prima donna quarterbacks, or is it just the lackluster play calling?
It's the NFL. What have you done for me lately? That's how they work, bro. No guaranteed contracts for coaches, players. You can always get out of some shit. They can backdoor you. Everything. NFL so raw, so cutthroat. We love it. Best soap operas on TV. We love the NFL. Yes. It's so messy. They so racist, messy, everything. You know what I'm saying? It's everything, bro. What more could you ask for? Yeah. I look, as far as that Chargers job is concerned, I want 2 people going there. I either want Harbaugh going there from Michigan, or I want Belichick going there. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Give me Belichick or Harbaugh with the Chargers if they serious about winning. I don't want to hear about some Dan Schultz.
I got one more name that I would like to see with the Chargers if he's let go. I don't want to see him let go, but you actually you were the first person I heard mention it, that possibility. But Mike Tomlin.
Ooh.
I don't want to see him go. I love him over there in Pittsburgh, but it's not looking good right now.
It might be time, though. It might be time.
And you the first person I heard mention Mike Tomlin earlier in this season, so I got to give you a pat on the back for this one. But I would like to see him get his hands on that defense over there with the Chargers.
Yeah.
I think he'll get them right. He'll have them righteous, for real.
Yeah, them on. Boy, Joey Bosa and them would be right over there.
Khalil Mack, yeah. Derwin James, yeah. They'll run through.
Not to mention not to mention the people that are following from Pittsburgh. You know, people always take people with them. Like DeMeco Ryans, Robert Saleh, and Mike McDaniels, respectively. They all took people from my team. They all took people from my team, bro. That's crazy. They all left and they all took people with them. Like, damn, that's crazy.
The name of the game. Ride with who you know.
Yeah, I can see Nick. I can see Nick getting up out of there. I mean, I can see TJ like, you know what, coach, I'm going with you. Wow, that'd be crazy. TJ Watt and Bosa and Mac on the 3 technique. Oh my gosh, bro. Derwin James and them boys over there with Tomlin. Or Minka Fitzpatrick. One of them coming with them, bro. That'd be crazy. Like, yeah.
Minka and Derwin together? Oh.
Yeah. Woo! It'd be like
that's
Ryan
a defensive
Clark
backfield. Don't nobody want to see.
All over again.
Shout
out Ryan Clark and Troy Polamalu, man.
Ooh, yeah.
I used to play with them on the game. Ryan Clark, Troy Polamalu back there, the no-fly zone, man, for real.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That is nasty.
That's nasty. So, this offseason is gonna be an interesting carousel for these coaches in the NFL. A lot more movement on the way. I think we both can agree on that one. But man, moving on. Last topic of the day. We definitely got to get into it because, man, big money. It's fight week, my guy. Fight week. And man, this is one of them big ones. This is one of the biggest cards that I can remember in quite some time, if ever. Shawn Michaels say, 𝓠𝓚𝓻𝓮.
What? 𝓠𝓚𝓻𝓮. What is that? What is he talking about?
I'm not sure.
𝓠𝓚𝓻𝓮. Hey, man, we appreciate the love, man.
Spit hot fire. That's what that is.
Oh, okay.
I think. But man, fight week, yeah. A super card. Coming up this week. We got 𝑏 in a light heavyweight. This is actually the only title fight on the card. Is 𝑏 against Lyndon Arthur for his light heavyweight champion, WBA championship. But then we got co-main event Deontay Wilder against Joseph Parker, and then the main event Anthony Joshua against 𝓿𝓼𝓭𝓮, or Wallin, I think you pronounce it since he's German. But big time card, man, this Saturday. And hey, programming note. I don't know if y'all realize, because you know they are in Saudi Arabia, so the time zone is a little different. I'm seeing that this is gonna be a morning fight for us. It'll actually be Saturday, 10 a.m.
I love those morning fights.
10 a.m. So it's gonna be an early one. So y'all, hey, don't miss this one. Get up early and watch this one.
Get up early, wake and bake. You know what I'm saying?
But
watch the fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Definitely looking forward to this. I wonder how they came with Joshua as the headliner over Wilder. You think that was right, or you think it doesn't really matter? They both kind of on the same level.
Nah, I don't think it was right at all. I think what it was Joshua's people were cooler with the Sheik or something. That's all that was. But you know that Sheik dude who runs Saudi Arabia over there, they cooler with him or whatever. So I'm telling you, this fight card, it ain't like, it's not like Spence and Crawford or Tank and Ryan or nothing like that.
Not
but
as far as the head-to-head matchup, but
this card
itself,
this card is fire, and it's near and dear to my heart, bro, because I ain't talked to this person in so long, but I know Papa John is somewhere lurking. He's somewhere lurking. He's thinking about us, bro. He's thinking about us. They on the same card, and if they win, we get that fight, bro.
Yes. I was just getting ready to bring that up, but yeah, talk about it. We just heard that they seem to have finally agreed to have a fight in March, as long as both of them are victorious. I'm talking about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. After
Now what?
3,
Now
4,
watch
5 years, how long it's been? But finally, The Rock. I mean, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, we finally gonna get this showdown.
Hey.
I'm so looking forward to that. Even though neither one of them got a belt right now, this is still one of the fights I've been most hyped to see. Because I've been waiting years for this one, just like Joshua and EJ and Bud. I've been waiting years for this fight, and finally we're gonna get to see it. You got a favorite so far, leading up? Even though we're gonna get into it as we get closer, but
Anthony Joshua come out here and mess the whole money up, get beat.
You think? I don't think Wilder gonna beat him. No.
I don't know, bro. Anthony Joshua.
I think they both got a couple cupcake fights.
Hope so.
It should be a knockout. This shouldn't even go the distance, in my opinion.
Anthony Joshua's so lame. I just want him to win so he can get knocked out by the homie Deontay, man. Come on. Let's go, Anthony.
I think Wilder will take him out. But I will say he has improved a little bit since he's been with Derrick James. That's helped him out a lot, Anthony Joshua. But yeah. I think Deontay will put him to sleep.
Bro, after watching Derrick James fighters this year, I think he's overrated as hell. But I hope it helps.
That's tough. I mean, I still can't say he overrated. I mean,
he overrated.
EJ took an L to Bud Crawford, one of the best.
Yeah. That ain't even what I'm talking about. That ain't one.
And then now I will say the 𝑐𝒏 performance. Charlo's performance was horrible, but again, another one of the best. He lost to Canelo.
But you supposed to know
the Derrick James fighters have. This is the year that each one of them tried to hit a peak that they wasn't ready for. Ryan Garcia, even though he wasn't with Derrick when he took that L to Tank, but Ryan Garcia took a big L to Tank. Charlo took a big L to Canelo. EJ took a big L to Bud.
I feel like Bomac was ready for that 1-2 shit that Terry used to be always talking about with EJ. That straight down the pipe, right? And that 1-2. Like, bro, once you see him get rocked like that by the third round, by the fourth round, fifth round, there was no adjustments. It was still that. Like, and then Canelo, man, he couldn't even motivate Charlo. It was crazy. Like, man.
Yeah, that was bad. That wasn't even fun to watch.
Bro, what the hell are you doing? You getting your ass beat out here. Did you not want to fight? I thought you wanted this fucking fight. Like, he didn't challenge him. He didn't push him. It was, I don't know, bro. I lost respect for Derrick James. But I can't say Ryan looked a little bit better. Ryan looked like he was a different fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to see Ryan against Rolly. I think that's the only fight I want to see Rolly involved in, honestly, right now.
I want to see Ryan get that fight too, because I want him to whoop Rolly, get the belt, and then I feel like Haney will fight him. I feel like people will fight Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Ryan, I want Ryan to be successful because he'll make these fights, bro. He'll get these money.
He will, and he's still a big money.
He'll fight Teofimo. He'll fight Teofimo Lopez. He'll give a fuck. He'll fight any of them, bro.
Yeah.
Because what I feel like he realized against Tank was motherfuckers is gonna give me credit for taking these fights, so I don't gotta protect the zero no more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Zero is gone already, but yeah,
the
money is there for him.
Yeah, like I felt like that's why
he looked really impressive in this last bout.
Yeah, he did, and I felt like he knew he was gonna lose against Tank, but he took it like, you know what I'm saying, like they gonna give me credit for even taking this fight, so fuck it. Let's get money.
I think he felt that he had a legit shot against Tank, but regardless, hey, probably the biggest payday he'll ever see.
I don't know. That 3-punch combo that he did 3 straight times and then got clipped. I was like, there's no way he thought that was gonna work. 3 times. Like, nigga, are you crazy? He watched you do it and you almost hit him with it, and then you You got that much confidence to throw it again. And he was like, nigga, let me see you do this one more time. And you did it. And he slept your motherfucking
That's what
ass.
Tank is good at. Tank is good at getting you to do, making you think that what you're doing is working, and then he coming with that counter real quick.
He's better at that than Bud. He baits you cold because like Bud's baits, he let you get like almost there to hit him, and then he slip and then he hit you. But Tank actually let you hit him, and he let you get close and let you get confident and let you keep doing it. But he's downloading you, watching you, and he's so fast. Like I feel like he don't get his credit for being a defensive genius because he let you hit him, and then when you come with it again, he slips it and he stays in the pocket and lands that shot, and it's game over. And I feel like he could do that to any of them. Like I know I deep down think Shakur could beat him, but I also think that if Shakur ass was fighting him that last fight, he would have knocked his ass out. Because that other guy ain't what Tank is. He was a big puncher, but he ain't what Tank is. Tank's quick. He'll slip that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, woo! Like he would have finished him that night, bro. I don't know what was going on with him. They said he had a bug, and one of his hands was messed up.
They said he had an injury, and I think he wasn't feeling
too well. Tank would have finished him that night, bro. Do you agree with that? I feel like Tank would have knocked his ass out that night.
Yeah. It was a good night to be fighting a nobody.
Yeah, boy, if he was fighting, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he was fighting Tank, they on the same level, bro. You'd have lost. Even if you was fighting Haney that night, you would have lost, bro. I'm telling you, that wasn't your night at all. My gosh.
Yeah. But you mentioned Tank and Haney, and it's been a lot of back and forth between these two of late. We've been hearing all kind of rumors from Bill Haney, Devin's father, saying that they offered Tank $20 million for a fight and saying that Tank turned it down. We also hear other rumors said that was a fake offer, that it wasn't real. But one thing we know for sure is just a couple days ago, Devin Haney did post on his Instagram account a picture of him against Davis saying 2024, Davis versus Haney. So, one, do you feel like we will get this fight? And two, who's your early favorite?
Tank's knocking his ass out. Straight up. Tank gonna knock his block off. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I think it's all cap. The Haneys is full of shit. They are not going to fight him. They ran from Shakur at 35. They are not going to. But then again, you know what I'm saying? You know what? They might, bro. I hope they get it done, but I'll be thinking they full of shit. They be lying. But you dropped a jewel on me earlier. I didn't know.
I know where you're going with this, and
I didn't know.
I feel
I
like
didn't know he was 165 the night of the fight against Regis.
Yeah,
did not know.
And that's a fact. Let's talk about that for a second because Tank is probably my favorite fighter. I think Bud is the best fighter, but Tank is my favorite fighter to watch.
He always been your favorite. That's fact.
But
I love
as far as who would win that fight, it depends. I would put Tank in the driver's seat, but it depends on what's the weight class and if we have the weight drain clause, the rehydration clause, if there's a rehydration clause. A lot of people were against Tank for putting that rehydration clause in the fight with Ryan Garcia. Me personally, I was not. I've never been a fan of allowing fighters to balloon way past the weight class we fighting at. And like you just said, we had this conversation earlier. Devin Haney just went into this fight with Regis Prograis. It was a 140-pound fight for a 140-pound belt. But he rehydrated all the way to 165 pounds. That's a goddamn super middleweight.
That's crazy.
You damn near should have been fighting Canelo, Morale, Charlo, Benavidez. Like, How do you balloon 25 extra pounds in a night?
That's crazy. Hey, look, bro.
One night.
Crazy. Hey, see, look, that and that's a normal thing in boxing. It sounds crazy to say, but it's normal. Because when you dropped that on me earlier, I did some research. Check this out. When Floyd fought Canelo, it was at a catch weight. Canelo was like, "I'll fight you, but you got to come up to 54." And Floyd was like 151. That was the catch weight, right? So when they did the weigh-in, Canelo was 151. Floyd was 147. And then fight night, Floyd was 148. Canelo was 167. He cakewalked a 167 pounder. So I think Tank can do it, but it's gonna be hard.
Different style though.
Hard,
that's the thing
different
though. Different style, because that's
where I was going.
That's a flip flop though, because Haney is closer to Floyd in his style, whereas Tank is closer to Canelo.
Right, exactly.
So that's the difference. So if Haney is allowed to rehydrate and come in at 25 pounds heavier, then I would have to give him the advantage because that's the speed with the additional power added on. I feel like that's an unfair advantage, in my opinion. Granted, yes, I know this is a regular occurrence. That's what they all do, but
right.
I'm not a fan of that. If you fight for a 140-pound belt, it should be at 140 pounds. If your excuse is, well, that's not my normal weight, I gotta rehydrate, then you're not a 140-pound fighter. You need to be fighting middleweights.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when.
Hey, they say EJ was 158 pounds the night he got beat up by Bud. Bud was 150. Bud only went 3. He only 3 pounds. Dude was 6, damn near 8 pounds. I was like, damn, that is the norm in boxing. That's crazy.
But I feel like that should be the max on fight night. How am I fighting for a 140-pound belt if I'm 165 pounds?
That shit don't make sense. You just got to make the weight. I hate the politics of boxing. I hate that shit. Like, bro,
it's like, well, what the hell is the point of a weigh-in the night before?
Regis looked like he was fight night. Regis looked like he was about 140, 145.
And we kept talking about how big Haney looked. It was like, damn, my power looked like it translates. Like, he looked huge. But now you see why it was 165
He looked like
EJ.
He looked like EJ against Kell Brook. I was like, damn.
Yeah, so now I don't even know if I want to see you fight these small guys. Now I want to see you fight a Bud or EJ or a Charlo.
You get your ass up. Matter of fact, vacate the belt. Take your ass to 147 and fight Boots, nigga. That's what you do. Go fight Boots, nigga. Straight up.
So I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Am I tripping? Y'all see it the same way? Y'all see it different? But I'm against the rehydration. I feel like they should. I feel like every fight should have a rehydration clause. If we fighting for this belt, then goddamn it, whatever the max for this belt is the max that you should weigh in on fight night.
Facts,
and if you can't make that, then you shouldn't be fighting for that belt.
Hey, do they do that in the UFC? Like, what is the UFC thing? If it's a 170-pound fight, what do they come in fight night weighing?
That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think they balloon too much in the UFC because they fight so regular. I feel like they stay at their weights for the most part. But I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'd have to do some research. Anybody that's watching, if y'all know, feel free to chime in the chat.
Let us know. I want to know about that. That's interesting as hell to me.
But yeah, man. So I don't know. I hope we do get the Haney and Davis fight, but I'm kind of hoping that there's a rehydration clause in it, whatever weight they fighting at. So hey, that's that. But man, another dope show, man. Another dope episode with you, Big Money, my guy. This has been fun, man. Definitely can't wait to this weekend. These fights, these Christmas Day games, Christmas Eve games. This whole weekend is up. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all been rocking with us. And I forgot to throw this in at the beginning, but y'all been rocking with us. Definitely appreciate the love. Y'all could do this show a huge solid by getting down there and dropping us a like. Share this thing, subscribe to the show, man, and comment, man.
Whoa. Hey, and cop that merch. Go to the link and cop that merch. That man got that bucket hat on.
Yes,
fire.
Sir. Got the sweater on. Got the sweater on.
Stand up, bro. Let him see, bro. Let him see it. That's clean,
you see
bro.
The hat?
Woo. That's clean.
Got the onmysports. What y'all on? My camera got a hell of a zoom, so I ain't gonna get a chance to get a full shot, but
where? Boom. Ooh, that's clean. That's clean. Fire.
Yes, sir. Get on that. Get in there and show us some love on that merch. But man, Big Money, again, appreciate you, brother. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to y'all that are watching. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. Whatever it is that you celebrate, I pray for nothing but health and prosperity for all y'all, and I hope you get a chance to enjoy some time with your loved ones, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
But from us here on my sports, ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all.
Love.
Appreciate y'all.
100.
And we'll holler.
Peace.